Welcome to Chabot College in Hayward, California, the home of two playoff-level basketball teams. This year, the highly rated programs return and hope to bring a state championship to the Bay. Chabot College women's basketball returns now. As the starters make their way out onto the court, I'm Levi Flores. Thank you for joining me from Chabot College and joining me on NorCal Sports TV this week. 20 different broadcasts throughout the next 5 days. So if you're in need of any sports, you can come here to NorCal Sports TV, especially for Chabot Gladiator basketball, women's and men's, continuing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as well. Today's matchup for women's college basketball, it is the Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs and the Chabot College Gladiators. The first game of the season for both teams. And the last time each of these teams had a game, March 3rd, 2022 for Santa Rosa, a playoff loss at home by 5 points, 67-62 to Merced. And I asked Coach Campbell if the playoff loss was still relevant in their program, and she said it in the back of my mind and the returning players, it is still there, but they didn't really talk about it much. It's kind of put under a blanket in the back of their heads. Nobody's really said anything to each other, but it's there, and it's put a fire in their game style. On the other hand, for the Chabot Gladiators, they had a first-round playoff loss at Fresno City, 83-65. And when you play Fresno City, especially there in Fresno, it's hard to beat that team. So that was their last game. But the last time these two teams played each other was December 7th of 2021, and that was at Santa Rosa. Chabot lost 72-60 and was outscored 6 points to 17 in the third quarter. So those mid-game adjustments from head coach Campbell and the Santa Rosa Bear Cubs were big as they started that second half. If they kept up with them and scored 50-50 on those baskets, it would have been just fine, possibly gone into overtime. That's how close it was. But that third quarter was a huge advantage to Santa Rosa. As we look at last season's statistics, Santa Rosa, very highly defensive team. On the other hand, Chabot, kind of average, slightly above average team than the rest in California. They still made the playoffs, but they lost in that first round. For Santa Rosa, like I said, highly defensive. They were 11th in the state for rebounds and were third in a rebound margin, out-rebounding their team by 15 rebounds per game. unfortunately, their turnovers didn't say the same thing. They were last in the state with 20 turnovers per game, which hopefully they can bring down today and throughout the rest of the season. Points-wise and offensive, they were pretty similar as the first basket goes down from number 3, Kelly Tumlin, which head coach Anger said will probably be one of the top freshmen in the state this year, and he expects it from her, and showing off very well in the opening 30 seconds. That was Kelly Tumlin once more. Chabot has 2 returning players. That's Dee Franklin, number 12, the sophomore player, scored 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists on average, as well as Kendra Grant, number 24, who you'll see quite often with 13 points, 7 rebounds, and only 1 assist for Kendra Grant and the Chabot Gladiators. Santa Rosa has a lot of returning players and 8 sophomores, which I'm sure you'll see a lot of. One of them is sitting tonight. That's Hannah Webb. Didn't do a lot last year, but looks in her sophomore season to bring those numbers up. Santa Rosa trying to catch a fast break. Pass is intercepted by Tumlin. She batted away, and here goes Kendra Grant. Kicks to the corner. Sidestep, moving around. Tumlin, another 3 on the way. This one comes up short, and the rebound to Ashley Barr, the sophomore player for Santa Rosa. Averaged 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists, and grabbing her first board there. Back up top, thought about the 3, trying to get a little bit more ball movement as Barr got the ball down low and taken away by Kendra Grant. On the move, here is Dee Franklin. She kicks out, great ball movement, 3 from the top. This one's off the mark and rebounded underneath. Kiara Mahalik will control on the right wing. Santa Rosa slowing down now after a few fast takes from both teams. Baseline, one-on-one, blocked from behind. That one's Kendra Grant getting the hand on it, and an offensive takeaway for Ashley Barr, but it results in a turnover, and once more as the travel goes for Kendra Grant. Few minutes into this one, and you can tell all the players are ready for basketball season. Back and forth, using up a lot of energy. See which one is more prepared physical-wise as a 3 goes and comes short. Offensive rebound, put back, good. Luca Lowenberg got this one. Dee Franklin back in control. She's on the right wing, screen left side. Picked up the dribble too early as she could have got around Barr. Pump fakes the 3, tries splitting defenders, needs to get rid of it, and caught with the travel. Already a substitution nearly 3 minutes into this one, and it's for Santa Rosa. Coming into the game is Shireen Ericat. Mahalik, who averaged 9, 3, and 3 last year, the point guard for the Bear Cubs. Baseline, swapping court, 3 in the corner. Yes! Knocks it through. Luca Lowenberg, that's 5 points for her, starting off this Bear Cub offense in the first quarter. 3 from the top, other side for Chabot. Kendra Grant can't get this one. Mahalik will lead again. No look pass. Defense comes over to double team. Back down. Center key. Yes. Ashley Barr got an easy 2, and that forces the timeout from the sideline as the Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs lead early against the Chabot College Gladiators. Bear Cubs 9, Gladiators 3 early. Tumlin, the only points for the Gladiators, and it came from a 3 early in the game. On the other hand, Santa Rosa dominating inside, not forcing any shots. Here goes Tumlin back for the Gladiators. 6.5 to play. left in the first quarter. Tumlin driving, fakes the pass, a beautiful move and an easy lay for Kelly Tumlin. Faked that pass to the outside, got the defense off their feet, and led to the open lane. Textbook play by Tumlin. Inside off the glass for Arakat. Six-woman player for Santa Rosa. Chabot close to giving that one away on the sideline, and an air ball coming from the Gladiators. Gladiators going to pick up their defense, play full court. Try to force a takeaway. Santa Rosa gets out of this one easily, driving inside, one-on-one, draws the foul, and shooting two will be Reese Searcy. Cut off underneath by Kendra Grant. Watch this one from underneath the basket. Allowed Grant to come close at her, and as soon as she was within a yard, went right at the basket. And both go down for Reese Searcy. Chabot not slowing down offensively, moving that ball quickly, trying to beat the Bear Cub defense back after the free throws. This one stolen away by Luca Lowenberg. She already has 5 points in the game, trying to add on to her assist category. Grant forces a pass taken away. Here goes Ariel Hines straight to the basket from underneath. Caught under the iron and stepping out of bounds. It'll stay with the Gladiators. Bear Cubs lead 11-5 thanks to Lowenberg, who has half the points. Grant backing down inside, spins, shot, won't go. Hit on the arm. She'll have 2 free throws. That foul goes on Shireen Arakat underneath. It looked like she was straight up and down, but moved that arm over at the last second during the shot. That's her first. Grant, one of those 2 returning players. Chabot has 4 sophomores, 2 of them returning. One's a transfer, transferring down from a higher division school. Santa Rosa in a pickle here, and this one's overthrown to Shireen Arakat. Bear Cub defense gets back down. In the pregame show, you heard that they have a highly rated defense, especially in the games last year where they were top 20 in the state defensively. She said, Head coach Campbell said that is a staple in the program of Santa Rosa. They look to continue that and focus more on it. Of course, offense is a really important part, as down low, using that footwork, is Ariel Hines. She said offense is obviously a key part of the game. You have to score to win, but defensively, trying to keep those points off the board on the guest side will be important throughout the season. Driving down inside, doesn't get the roll. Defense off their feet and put back in for the 2 points. Rose Nevin. Nevin, one of those 8 returning players for Santa Rosa, only averaged 2 points a game last year, but also averaged 3 rebounds when she got into the game. Back on the move, off the step for number 31, Ariel Hines, and fighting for it on this will result in a jump ball. Hines doing the work down low the best she can. That's from a play ago. And a few substitutions for the Gladiators give Tumlin and Hines a rest. Add in there Ashley Nidicum. Fade away, gets the bounce off the front iron for Kendra Grant. That's 3 points for Grant. Santa Rosa cut off on the sideline. Grant splitting her and the defender, and this one will be last touched by Rose Nevin. Give it back to the Gladiators. Three and a half left to play in the first quarter, and certainly the Chabot Gladiators have closed this gap. Santa Rosa started off strong and just took a minute for the Gladiators to get their feet under them. This three won't go. Back iron. Rebound defensively to Shireen Arakat. She'll give it up to Searcy. Brings the ball down the court. Looks to extend their three-point lead. Keeping the ball outside, having the player drive the baseline. That's Rose Nevin looking for the ball inside one-on-one against Grant. Taking their time offensively. Shot clock down to 5. Had to get rid of it, and Dee Dee Franklin picks up her first foul. That is a non-shooting foul and will reset the shot clock to 20 seconds. It was down to 3 when the foul occurred, so close to forcing the turnover. But Santa Rosa breaks away from this, resets the shot clock to 20. Quickly back into the game for the Gladiators is Ariel Hines. She just came off a moment ago with Tumlin. But head coach Enger forced to give some extra defense out there, especially on the baseline. Three-point shot. This one's good. Knocks it through. Lainey Lincoln, the red shirt from last year, showing off her three-point skills. Top of the key, left side, floating that way. The ball's naturally going to float. It's exactly what happened on the shot from Adana Obi. Three on the way from the right wing. Another one goes down. That's 2 in a row. This one belongs to Lowenberg, who now has 8 in the game. From a 3-point lead to a 9-point lead, 2 straight triples on the board for Santa Rosa. Doherty gives this one up. To the corner. High arcing, comes short, and a foul called from behind. This is on the Gladiators. Ariel Hines pushing on Ashley Barr. Gladiators will bring in another substitution. Here is Adana Obi. Quick changes for the Gladiators. Every chance they get, swapping one of those players in and out. Baseline jumper, 15 feet, gets the roll. That's Ashley Barr, who has 4 points. The first double-digit lead in the game. It belongs to the visiting Santa Rosa Bear Cubs. Flying through the defense, got hip-checked. That's Tumlin, who will be shooting 2 free throws. There's that baseline shot from a moment ago. Ashley Barr getting that nice roll. Meredith Gilbertson getting her first minutes in the game for Santa Rosa. Coming into the game for Chabot, Bella Maestas. Tumlin with a smooth stroke from the free throw line, knocks down her 2. She has 7 points in the game of the team's 12. Barr quickly down the court, gives it up. This one hits the bottom of the backboard. Alex DeTizio couldn't get the fast break opportunity. Tumlin will go back down in the final minute of the first quarter. Her team down by 9. This one, 16-footer, bumped at the very end of her shot. Referee's going to allow this one. Let the teams play it out. 3 from the wing, back iron. Rebounded offensively, kept those feet in bounds. Very nice from the sophomore DeTizio. 15 on the shot clock. Top of the arc. Comes up short, nicks off the front iron, put back in. Great offensive rebound by Luca Lowenberg. She is the first player to reach double digits in the game of scoring. Shot clock is turned off in 20 seconds. Tumlin in the Gladiators look to add on one more. Tumlin gives it up outside to Nidicum. Needs to be very aware of how much time is on the clock. Get that shot off and not waste a possession. Here's Hines backing down in. Barr, great defense, gives it up. And one more chance. Santa Rosa took it away. That'll count as a steal for Luca Lowenberg. But at the end of one, a score of 23-12. The Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs still good offensively. Broadcast of Chabot College basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp. At the end of the first quarter, the Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs leading the Chabot College Gladiators 23-12. And it's mostly thanks to Luca Lowenberg, the freshman player, number 10. She has 10 points in the game, half of the Bear Cubs. For Chabot, Kelly Tumlin, who was ranked one of the top freshmen by her head coach, Inger, she has 7 points, one of those being from the three-point line and also heading to the free throw line as well. Kendra Grant doing a good job down inside, but they're already kind of in some foul trouble. Three of their players having some fouls, and Ariel Hines, who's been dominating down inside the paint, has been stopped by Ashley Barr at the end of those few minutes, so she is going to have to pick up her game offensively if she wants to get around the sophomore Barr, who averaged 9 rebounds per game. Hines, a transfer, not a lot on her as it is. But Ashley Barr, we know she can rebound. She gets in there. She's physical, and she's tall. She goes up there, arms straight up. And Hines, who's kind of a smaller player height-wise, is having some trouble against her. Along with that, before the game, I talked to head coach Campbell, and she said, although we have all these sophomore players and returners, a lot of them are playing new positions, so they're confident in their ability and their gameplay. But we're going to see how they do in their new positions today. And if this is your first time seeing them, obviously it looks like they're a team that's been playing together for a few years. At the end of the season last year, they were ranked number 14 of 25, Santa Rosa was, and Chabot, the last team to be ranked number 25 out of 25. Starting off the second quarter, that's Tumlin who got the steal but fouled from behind. A good foul as well, making sure she's not going to get those points, but Tumlin definitely put that shoulder down and drew the contact. Tumlin trying to get her team back into this game. Perfect from the free throw line, 3 of 3. And remains that way, 4 of 4. That's 9 points for Tumlin. Santa Rosa moving this ball efficiently. Gilbertson kicks out. The shot from Mahalik won't go. The Gladiators look to go 2 straight possessions with positive scoring as the shot from Tumlin won't go. Looks like Tumlin came down wrong on her right leg there after that shot. 23-14, Santa Rosa looking for their first points in the first quarter. Amelia Doherty. She gives it up to the corner. Wide open triple on the way. This one won't go and bounces down to the Bear Cubs. Santa Rosa had a few triples in that first quarter, but it looks like they're trying to rely on the bigger players down low with Ashley Barr, Meredith Gilbertson, and Rose Nevin. Speak Gladiator ball after the foul. This one's called on Lowenberg. A few substitutions for the Bear Cubs. Searcy back in there as well as Rose Nevin. Gladiators slowing it down. Defense waiting for them. 23-14, they've brought it back to a single-digit game. Tumlin has a wraparound. Defense keeps in front of her, gives it up last second, close to a travel, and that one goes off the glass. Ariel Hines with another deuce. Searcy, right wing. Bear Cubs really favoring that right side offensively as a triple goes down. Mahalik. 26-16. Bear Cubs keeping this comfortable 10-point lead as a foul will send Kendra Grant shooting 2. She was 1 of 2 from the free throw line on her first trip in the first quarter. And a quick timeout called by head coach Anger. Score of 26-16. Broadcasting live from Hayward, California, Chabot College Gladiators taking on the Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs. I'm Levi Flores in the second quarter, a score of 26-16. For Chabot, we expected them to rely on 2 big players today, and that would be Dee Dee Franklin and Kendra Grant, the 2 returners for Chabot, although they've really relied on Kelly Tumlin, number 3, the incoming freshman, who head coach Anger specifically got here to bring in that force offensively. And while you're here on NorCal Sports TV, I want to let you know to subscribe, like the video, and press that notification bell to be notified when we are live. A lot of Gladiator basketball coming your way this week, and don't want to miss it. Press that like button, subscribe, and that bell notified when we are live. On the Santa Rosa side, of course, they have those sophomores. They have the returning players, which they're going to rely on. But Luca Lowenberg as well, another freshman just on the opposite side, is leading in scoring in the entire game with 10 points, that only double-digit score. So it's really important that she stays into this one and continues to score like she did in the first quarter. After the timeout, it is Kendra Grant shooting free throws. She's now 2 of 3 and 2 of 4, 50% in the game. Luca Lowenberg is in there for the Bear Cubs. She's the acting point guard as Rose Nevin can't get her inside shot. Tumlin controlling one-on-one against Lowenberg. High scorer versus high scorer. This one, defense flies by. 3 on the way. Shot won't go. Chased down, but not going to jump on this one for Kendra Grant. She lets it go and back into possession of the Bear Cubs. Searcy finds the open player down low using the glass. Ashley Barr. Santa Rosa offense switching in and out those center players down low on the baseline, and wherever the ball goes, you follow. And eventually the defense won't be able to catch up to you as Barr now gets a block. Kicked out, wing three on the way, short, and Barr the rebound. Searcy with the full head of steam. Kicks out and fouled by Ariel Hines. Actually, they're going to place this one on Dee Dee Franklin, number 12. There's that shot from Barr just a moment ago. Santa Rosa short on their 5-foot turnaround, but Barr is there to clean it back up. Barr quickly threatening her teammates' high-scoring game. Bear Cubs up 30-17 halfway through the second quarter. This one turn around. Barr will pick up another. Barr down there did a great job getting her hand straight up in the air, but it was that hip check that gets the foul for her. Doherty drops down her first. And misses her second with the Santa Rosa rebound. Mahalik and Lowenberg both in the game for Santa Rosa, as well as Ashley Barr down inside the paint. Lowenberg, triple, yes! Lowenberg throws the dart and gets the bullseye. That's her third three of the game, let alone the first half. Tumlin moves around, 15-foot jumper. Low arc, but gets the points. She's leading the Gladiators with 11. Searcy moving that ball. Tumlin comes out to play some defense. Switches back. Lowenberg, another three. That's two in a row. 16 points now on the Santa Rosa bench. Excited about this. 36-20. Driving inside, high arcing, using that glass is Dee Dee Franklin, who now gets her first points. Averaged 12 last year. Hopefully get some more play time and get those open looks in the second half. As we near the break, here's Lowenberg back with the ball. Gladiators making sure to play some tight defense on her. She's hot from around the arc. Searcy tries her attempt at a triple, and she's got it. Her first points from the field. The Santa Rosa offense can't be stopped. It's close to head coach Anger calling a timeout. Flicks it to the corner, triple on the way. Gladiators answer back with a three of their own. Leilani Gonzalez. First time mentioning her name, and she answers big. Enough to slow the Santa Rosa offense, as yo-yoing up and down is Mahalik. She gives up to Barr, who has come from the baseline out to the arc. Searcy back up top. Lowenberg awaiting on the right wing. Driving inside, got away from the defense, attempts it off the glass and good. Searcy, 7 points, fast break. Gladiators gets around, flicks it out. Forced to reset the offense. And this is going to be offensive on Dee Dee Franklin, as you see that replay of the triple from Gonzalez. And here's a few substitutions coming back. Lowenberg will head to the bench. And for the Gladiators, they'll put back in Kendra Grant. Dee Dee Franklin, 2 fouls before the half. (41-25) in Santa Rosa, playing some newer players that we haven't quite seen in the game, including Lainey Lincoln, who redshirted last year. That's another great shot from Santa Rosa's Ashley Barr. Tumlin gets the screen, pick and roll for Ariel Hines. Nothing doing. Wing shot, 3 won't go. Alec DeTizio got the rebound for the Bear Cubs. And this one stepping out of bounds before saving this is Meredith Gilbertson. That's Barr who got that shot. Great job following, too. Not sure if it's going to go in. You always want to follow. Great to have confidence, but points are better than confidence in a missed shot. And Tumlin's pass goes right out of bounds. Looked like a design play, but Tumlin off the mark on her attempt at a pass. DeTizio calling out the play, wanting Searcy to cut. Won't go, and here's a foul on Gladiators' Leilani Gonzalez. From the sideline, DeTizio sets it up over the top to Barr. Beautiful offensive play, but the shot won't go. Flicks it back out. In the future, Santa Rosa will complete that one easily. Barr blocked from behind, and the foul will be called on Gonzalez. That'll be her second. Now the Gladiators in even more foul trouble. And Barr goes 0 of 2 from the free throw line on this trip. 10 points, doing everything inside the paint, but the mid-range game 50-50 for her in the first game. Grant back on the move, blocked by Barr. Barr with another block in the game. That'll be her third. DeTizio, bounce pass. Barr open in the quarter is Lainey Lincoln. This one batted away. Last touch by the Gladiators. Tumlin. They're trying to find Meredith Gilbertson on the baseline. And here is the block from Ashley Barr. Got up there, the right-hand swat, and that leads us to a timeout with a score of 43-25. Seconds left to play in the second quarter. The Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs leading 43-25. Coach just wanted a little more extra protection before the half. Make sure that the score doesn't go any further out of the way as Barr turnaround jumper bounces out, battles out of the rim. Kendra Grant gets the rebound, and the Gladiators want to push, exert some more energy before the half because they're going to get that rest, and it's well needed. Here's Tumlin against Searcy. Searcy going for it. Tumlin keeps the handle. Tumlin moving around, 10 on the shot clock. Gonzalez spins around to Tizio. Needs to put a shot up, 5 on the clock. This one doesn't hit the rim. Needs to make sure they get another one up, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. 49 seconds to play, and the Santa Rosa defense makes their mark in Chabot. Great job defensively by the Bear Cubs. Here's Lainey Lincoln bringing it down. Bounce pass to Barr. One-on-one. Flicks it back out to Gilbertson. Trying to get those easy shots inside the paint. DeTizio moves around 1-on-2, nearly blocked from behind by Grant. She forces the miss. Shot clock turned off. Ball goes up court. Grant 1-on-1. Puts it up, comes up short. And now Santa Rosa can hold for the final shot in the half. The Bear Cubs looking at a 20-point lead halfway through. Searcy has 7 seconds. Barr sets the screen and a foul on Tumlin. That shot will not count, but Tumlin will pick up what I believe is her first. Now Searcy will be at the free throw line as the Gladiators have 5 fouls in the second quarter. There is still 4 seconds left to play, so the Gladiators can get one more shot up if they please. And Searcy's second one battles out. Gladiators pick it up, have 2 to release. Gets it off in time. It'll count if it goes. And this one not on the right line, but the perfect power. And now at the end of 2, the Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs, 43, and Chabot, 25. A team that averaged 63 points last year already has 43 in the first half. All the way up from Los Angeles. We just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
Broadcast of Chabot College basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp, all the way up from Los Angeles. We just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
Broadcast of Chabot College basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp, all the way up from Los Angeles. We just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
Broadcast of Chabot College basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp, all the way up from Los Angeles. We just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
Grant backing down inside, spins, shot, won't go. Head coach Campbell said that is a staple in the program of Santa Rosa. They look to continue that and focus more on it. Of course, offense is a really important part, as down low, using that foot, but defensively trying to keep those points off the board on the guest side will be important throughout the season. Driving down inside, doesn't get the roll, defense off their feet and put back in for the 2 points. Gladiators give Tumlin and Hines a rest. Add in there Ashley Nidicum. Fade away, gets the bounce off the front iron for Kendrick. Didn't say the same thing. They were last in the state with 20 turnovers per game, which hopefully they can bring down today and throughout the rest of the season. Points-wise and offensive, they were pretty similar as the first. But head coach Enger forced to give some extra defense out there, especially on the baseline. 3-point shot. This one's good. Knocks it through. Sophomore player scored 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists on average, as well as Kendra Grant, number 24, who you'll see quite often with 13 points, 7 rebounds, and only 1 assist. Three on the way from the right wing. Another one goes down. Quick changes for the Gladiators. Every chance they get, swapping one of those players in and out. Baseline jumper, 15 feet, gets the roll. See which one is more prepared physical-wise as a 3 goes and comes short. Offensive rebound, put back, good. Luka Lowen. Mahalik, who averaged 9, 3, and 3 last year, the point guard for the Bear Cubs. Baseline, swapping court, 3 in the corner, yes! Knocks it through. Sophomore DeTizio. 15 on the shot clock. Top of the arc. Comes up short. Nicks off the front iron. Put back in. Great off. Bo Kendrick Grant can't get this one. Mahalik will lead again. No look pass. Defense comes over to double team. Back down. Center key. Yes. Try to force a takeaway. Santa Rosa gets out of this one easily. Driving inside. One-on-one. Draws the foul. Obviously, it looks like they're a team that's been playing together for a few years. At the end of the season last year, they were ranked number 14 of 25. Santa Rosa was. Tumlin has a wraparound. Defense keeps in front of her, gives it up last second, close to a travel, and that one goes off the glass. Searcy, right wing. Bear Cubs really favoring that right side offensively as a triple goes. 26-16. Bear Cubs keeping this comfortable 10-point lead as a. Searcy finds the open player down low using the glass. Ash, number 12. There's that shot from Barr just a moment ago. Santa Rosa short on their 5-foot turnaround, but Barr is there to clean it back. Barr quickly threatening her teammates' high-scoring game. Bear Cubs up 30-17 halfway through the second quarter. This one turnaround, Barr will pick up. Mahalik and Lowenberg both in the game for Santa Rosa, as well as Ashley Barr down inside the paint. Lowenberg triple, yes! Lowenberg throws the dart and gets the bullseye. That's her third 3 of the game, let alone the first half. Tumlin moves around, 15-foot jumper with 11. Searcy moving that ball. Tumlin comes out to play some defense. Switches back. Lowenberg, another 3. That's 2 in a row. 16 points now on the Santa Rosa bench. Excited about this. 36-20. Driving inside, high arcing, using that back with the ball. Gladiators making sure to play some tight defense on her. She's hot from around the arc. Searcy tries her attempt at a trip. The Santa Rosa offense can't be stopped. It's close to head coach Anger calling a timeout. Flicks it to the corner, triple on the way. Gladiators answer back with a baseline out to the arc. Searcy back up top. Lowenberg awaiting on the right wing. Driving inside, got away from the defense. Attempts it off the glass and good. 41-25 in Santa Rosa, playing some newer players that we haven't quite seen in the game, including Lainey Lincoln, who redshirted last year. DeTizio calling out the play, wanting Searcy to cut. Won't go, and here's a foul on Gladiators. Beautiful offensive play, but the shot won't go. Flicks it back out. In the future, Santa Rosa will complete that one easily. Barr blocked. 10 points, doing everything inside the paint, but the mid-range game 50-50 for her in the first game. Grant back on the move. Broadcast of Chabot College basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp, second half underway. The Chabot College Gladiators hosting the Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs. And the Bear Cubs offense strong in the first game of the season. They're a highly defensive team, and that's what head coach Campbell wants to continue with the program. But their offense really shining early in the season as Tumlin starts the second half with a 3. She had 11 in the first half and adds a 3 on there to make it 14 in the game. Tellman also went to the free throw line twice and shot 4 of 4. The entire team was 7 of 9 from the free throw line through the first half alone. Here's an easy shot. This one comes up short for Mahalik. Easy shot, but the defense got to her, made her scared of the 3-foot jumper. Last season, Santa Rosa averaged 63 points per game, which was 39th in the state, but they put up 44 points through 2 quarters alone. Barr avoids the jump ball by stripping it out of the hands of Tumlin. Here goes Santa Rosa looking for their first points of the half, and Lowenberg, who was the leading scorer in the entire first half through the game, 16 points, won't put up that easy lay-in. And from behind, Searcy makes sure Kendra Grant won't get an easy basket for the Gladiators. The last time these two teams played, back on December 7th of 2021, the Chabot Gladiators were outscored 6-17 in the third quarter with those mid-game adjustments from the Bear Cubs. There is Mahalik getting her first points of the second half and for her team. But outscored 6-17, the Gladiators want to make sure that they stay in this one and have even point spread throughout the entire game. They did it well in the first half, and right now the Gladiators, who have the 3 from Tumlin, look to continue offensively as number 31, Ariel Hines, goes to the free throw line shooting 2. It's her first trip to the line today. Ashley Barr picked up the foul. That's her second of the game, first of the half. Bear Cubs, 2 players with 2 fouls apiece. That's number 20, Ericat, and Barr, number 23. On the other hand, Chabot, 1 player with 3 fouls. That's Dee Dee Franklin, and Leilani Gonzalez, who came in a little bit late in the second quarter, has 2 fouls of her own. A few players with 1 foul apiece, but nothing to worry about quite yet. This one tipped by Tumlin. Searcy still able to stick with it. Three, Lowenberg, no. Great power, wrong line. Searcy gets it back for the Cubs. Underneath, Lowenberg floats it up. Yes! Lowenberg, that's 18 points. Underneath, one-on-one, Barr able to force the miss, but right there with it is Kendrick Grant to poke it out of the hands. Mahalik driving and a blocking foul on number 12. That's Dee Dee Franklin, who picks up her fourth. Franklin most likely going to the bench and does. She's replaced by Leilani Gonzalez, who has 2 fouls of her own. Ashley Barr underneath. Quick pass in, quick shot up. Ashley Barr didn't score too much in the first quarter. There was a lot of work done in the second. Mid-range jumper won't go. Offensive rebound, forced back out. Defense from the Bear Cubs stopping anything inside. One-on-one and a foul by Gilbertson. That'll be her second. Drive by Grant. Gilbertson got in front. She's a little bit scared to take the hit and drew the foul. This free throw missed by Grant. Head coach Inger talks to the rest of the team as Grant takes her second free throw. Lowenberg back up top. Three was about to fly. Keeps moving the ball. Barr underneath. Power dribble. Puts it up. Won't go. Barr chases down her own rebound, and this is off Barr. And the referee, Lance Riley, correcting his mistake, giving the ball to Santa Rosa. You saw all the hands fly up saying, I didn't touch it. And that's exactly right. It was just the wrong point at that time. Searcy calls for it. Barr underneath, a beautiful dish and an easy basket for Ashley Barr. Tomlin, dribble drive, looks for a foul, and this will go the other way. Tomlin bounces into the body of Barr. Doesn't get the foul this time. Referee's doing a great job letting this play out instead of the players able to force their way into the free throw line. Barr back underneath. Nearly perfect underneath the basket for Ashley Barr as she continues dominating the paint at Chabot College. Tumlin calling for Awambu to move up court. Awambu puts a player on the ground, kicks it out. And a great job by Crystal Awambu. Excuse me, that's Adana Obi. Watch this again. There's the foul that has Ariel Hines shooting some free throws. There's Ashley Barr. No defender big enough to take that ball out of her hands. And a great start to the season for her. She averaged 10 per game last year and has 16 through 2.5 quarters. Lowenberg into Searcy. Backdoor pass underneath. They took out Barr, and in her place is Rose Nevin, in continuing to do what Barr was doing all game. Tumlin calls out in the hands of Obi. Obi drives in 1-on-2, picks up the dribble, puts up a short jumper, and that one's short. Halfway through the third, a score of 56-31. Santa Rosa continuing their lead and dominance offensively. Turnaround jumper from 15. She's got it. Shireen Ericat, her first points of the game, and that forces the timeout from the Chabot College Gladiators. We'll be back in 1 minute with a score of 58-31. All the way up from Los Angeles. We just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
Chabot College Athletics will be available for you to watch all week long. Women's and men's basketball right here on NorCal Sports TV. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 3 days of more Gladiator basketball right here on NorCal Sports TV. Subscribe, like the video, and press that notification bell to be notified when we are live with your Chabot Gladiator teams. Tumlin, who's the hot hand for the Gladiators, 14 points through the game, outscoring by 3 times the rest of her team. Still on the court for them, looking to bring back this deficit and cut it down to a manageable lead. Here's a steal by the Bear Cubs. The shot clock was at 5, and the stop is made defensively, but the ball is given away by DeTizio. And right out of the timeout, already bringing another player out. Tumlin to the bench, and Dee Dee Franklin, who's 1 foul away from fouling out of this game, will return in her place. Franklin dribbling, looking. Santa Rosa has taken out their size out of the factor. The Gladiator offense trying to manage that. The shot from Ariel Hines won't go inside the paint. And the Gladiators will put back Kendrick Grant, most likely for Hines down low. Three on the way. Mahalik, her 3 won't go. And gets another rebound for the Bear Cubs. Here's a steal by Leilani Gonzalez and a foul in transition by Mahalik, who gave the ball up in the first place. And here comes Grant in place of Hines. You can't let that frustration get to you, even when you're up by this much. You have a turnover, you have a turnover. Get that ball back clean for your team. DeTizio, tight defense on Doherty. Kick out, deep 2 on the way. Breaks off the front iron, and Mahalik reels in the rebound. Mahalik, left wing. Trying to use that footwork and caught with a travel. An easy call there, switching the pivot foot last second to try to get around the defense. Rose Nevin be caught with a turnover. Now offensively for Santa Rosa, they have Ciara Mahalik, who has 5 points and a highly offensive player, and also going to get caught with a foul here. That'll be her 3rd. But Mahalik, if she stays in this game, on her is Dee Dee Franklin. And a little use of the handles and a drive at the basket could send Franklin packing to the bench. Franklin, her first trip to the free throw line, 1 of 1. 3 points in the game. Make it 4. And here's the replacement for Mahalik. And an even better matchup with Luka Lowenberg. Lowenberg, the wing. The 3 outside, looking for that baseline cutter and an open shot. Lowenberg back to the baseline, 16-footer off the front iron. And stolen back away. DeTizio putting the body down low. And the Gladiator defense mad at the turnover. Lowenberg, triple. Another offensive rebound. Shot clock resets at 20. The Gladiators finally pulling away with it. Here's a fast break. Dede Franklin one-on-one. Defense quickly coming behind. The shot won't go as it goes up and over the top. DeTizio. Overhand pass. One-on-one. Splits around. And the Bear Cubs up and over with Rose Nevin. Shot still won't go. And this one stops as it goes the Gladiators' way. Amelia Doherty able to stick with it and finally keep the ball in the hands of the Gladiators. What an amazing sequence of events. 58-33, Bear Cubs lead the Gladiators. Tumlin sidesteps, deep 2, comes up short, but a beautiful move as she got Ashley Barr off her feet and created the space for an easy shot. This one flung down low. Barr back in the game and continues her offensive stride. Easy looks, easy baskets. Tumlin triple goes through. Tumlin now at 17. The flick to the corner. Tumlin on defense. Lowenberg trying to answer. It won't go. This time, another 3. Barr wraps around, floats it up. Comes up short again, and a foul away from the ball. And this foul is on Shireen Arakat. That's going to be her 3rd foul. And the Bear Cubs, 5 fouls in the 3rd quarter already. They're leading by 24 points, and they will send Leilani Gonzalez to the free throw line for the first time. Gonzalez, 1 of 2, gets her own rebound after the missed free throw, floats it back up, won't get the roll. And Barr, the dominating paint player, both sides of the court. Lowenberg over the top, finds Barr. This one's going to be off the hands of Tumlin, rolling on the ground, trying to make a stop on the ball. Santa Rosa will stick with this underneath the basket. Laney Lincoln to inbound. Less than a minute to play in the 3rd quarter as the Gladiators send 2 more players to the bench. And a wide open shot from Lowenberg won't result in points, but attempts from the free throw line instead. That's Tumlin's 2nd foul. Arakat misses the first. And gets a bounce on the second as we have a substitution for Tumlin. And it will be Emily Dotery. .45 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Gladiator offense not giving up yet. And there is a travel. Picked up that foot. Easy call for referee Chris Cover. It's Ashley Nidicum taking an extra step before dribbling that ball. Shot clock turned off now. 20 seconds for the Bear Cubs. Handling at the top is Lainey Lincoln. Going to give this one up and get caught on the backcourt violation. Give it up to the Gladiators, who have a chance at one more before the fourth. Gladiators did a great job holding off defensively with fouls. They only allowed 17 points in the third quarter, which was a little bit more than average through the first half, but only fouled one time. Sidestep, last second triple, high off the backboard, and that does it for the third. The Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs 61 and the Chabot College Gladiators stuck at 37. Fourth quarter coming your way in just a moment. All the way up from Los Angeles. We just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
At the end of the third quarter, the Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs held to only 17 points when they had 23 in the first and 21 in the second. Chabot averaged 12 throughout the first three quarters and continued to do that. Defensively, obviously, they stopped the Bear Cubs from scoring as much, and they also stopped from fouling as much as they did in the first half. Only one foul through that last 10 minutes of play. So hopefully they can keep that into the fourth quarter and pick up their offense a little bit more, make this game a little bit closer, and head into the rest of the season. The next time that these two teams play will be on November 10th at Merced College as part of a tournament series. Will be at 4 p.m. there at Merced College. And there is no game in between there for Santa Rosa. They're going from this game, waiting 9 days, and will play on the 10th against the same team. Here's a drive for the Gladiators. Starting off well, that's Ashley Nidicum. Gladiator crowd excited for the score from Nidicum and the team in general as they get another rebound, starting this fourth quarter very well. The fling to the wing. Here is Doherty. Offense is looking good. Gets the screen. Pump fakes on the three, and three in the key will go. It's Doherty caught on the three in the key and the turnover. Final 9 minutes of play, and the Bear Cubs still keeping out their starters, get that play time. Gladiators rebounding, starting off well in the fourth. Nidicum comes over, screens on the left side. Player goes baseline, and the shot won't go from Crystal Awambu. Bounce pass, the fine, defense tight, three on the way, too strong, and the rebound going for Dee Franklin. Franklin drives, runs into her own player, that was Doherty, and Mahalik on the ground, making sure the strip is there, and the Bear Cubs fouled in transition. Nidicum picked up the foul in transition, a good foul, making sure that the Bear Cubs won't get an easy basket. Now more substitutions for both teams as Kelly Tumlin comes in for the Gladiators. She has 17 of the 39 points in the game. This one's off the foot. The Gladiators not liking the call of this, but Santa Rosa will have the ball under the basket, which they've caught the Gladiators off guard a few times, getting an easy pass underneath and an easy basket. And with Barr in the game, most likely will happen again unless Hines can put a stop to it. Barr rolling around. It's off the leg of the inbounder, and that's a kick ball. Back on the inbound, Barr, 17-footer, yes! Inside, outside, Ashley Barr can do it all. That's 20 points for Ashley Barr. Tumlin awaiting outside the arc for a good shot, but instead it's Franklin who drops down the triple. Second shot from the field and first three of the day. Barr back to work underneath, spins around, nice floater, got it to go. Back underneath, using that glass, came up short and body to body against Meredith Gilbertson. The foul goes on Doherty, that's her first. There's that three from Franklin, still in the game despite having 4 fouls. Second leading scorer for the Gladiators with 7, and they'll take Doherty out of the game. Here's that foul right there, coming in a little bit too hot on the rebound. Mahalik trying to use the handle, pick and roll, Barr lost it down low. Pass not high enough into the hands. Here's a turnover, Franklin on the move, kicks back out, Tumlin thought about the three, trying to get Searcy off her back, and caught with the jump ball. Searcy and Tumlin, ball stripped out, and the jump will remain with the Gladiators. Searcy has been seen a few times eyeing that ball, getting her hands in there. Just another example of the stealing abilities from Reese Searcy. Tumlin will put up the 15-footer. Tumlin, who's been the leading scorer for most of the game, has been stripped of that title by Ashley Barr, who just missed that turnaround J from 8 feet. Mahalik gives up, and it slips out from Gilbertson, and it goes the other way back to the Gladiators. Bear Cubs being outscored 7-4 right now in the fourth quarter. A 21-point game. Three on the way, looks good. No, just off the side. Searcy calling for it on the right wing. Mahalik not seeing it. Searcy drives on Tumlin. Cut off by the defense baseline, and it slips out. Will remain with the Bear Cubs after a defensive hand got in the way. The play from a moment ago from Kelly Tumlin. Now the Bear Cubs, after the tipped pass by the Gladiators, will throw it away. Barr trying to find Lowenberg. Pass out of reach. There's Franklin calling for a player to come up, set a screen. Backing down one-on-one, got around Barr, but Barr pulled the chair instead, turned the tables on Hines. Searcy fouled by number 10, Leilani Gonzalez. That will be her third. Searcy moving down fast, and you see Gonzalez a little late cutting off the lane. Three on the way, Mahalik doesn't get the bounce, and underneath, Tumlin forces the jump, and this will be Bear Cub ball. Bounce pass underneath. There's that inbound pass play that leads to good shots. Unfortunately, Searcy couldn't hold on. They're going to say Gladiator got a hand in there and broke up the play. Mahalik will have another chance as Rose Nevin comes into the game. The same play, but it slips out of Nevin, who just entered. Nevin puts up the jumper, offensive rebound, put back. Gilbertson too high. And the Bear Cubs bounce into each other with a foot on the line, leads to a turnover and goes the Gladiators' way. Franklin with an offensive moving screen. Ariel Hines gets her second foul, trying to set up the play for Franklin. Definitely see that there. Hines not set completely, trying to stay in front of the defender. Both teams scoreless for the past minute and a half. Searcy trying to get those points on the board. It's tipped back around. Mahalik floats, won't go. Offensive rebound, finding any open shot. Three on the way, no! And the shot clock will reset and give Santa Rosa another attempt. Once that ball hits the rim, it resets the shot clock every time. And it should be at 20. They're going to leave it at 30 for the start, while a few more Gladiators wait to return. .10 on the shot clock. Santa Rosa looking for that shot still. This will reset the clock again. Back underneath, gets it off the glass. Rose Nevin ends the scoring streak. Franklin pump fakes. Gives it up top. Gilbertson on the move. Mahalik loses control, goes back towards the Gladiators. And here's the shot that ended the scoring drought by Rose Nevin. And what could be the possible final substitutions, and another timeout called by head coach Enger of Chabot. 67-44 in the final 4 minutes, about underway.
Broadcast of Chabot College basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCSTV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp,
Bear Cubs 67, Gladiators 44, entering the final 4 minutes of play. The Gladiators, this fourth quarter has been the strongest for them offensively and defensively. They've only allowed 6 points so far and have scored 7. They only need 5 more to average those 12 points per quarter. and their offense has done well, but a scoring drought in the last 2 minutes has left them dry in the fourth. Tumlin looking to end that here. Won't go. Kept alive by Grant. Close to being turned over by Lincoln off the baseline. Searcy the other way, and the shot clock officiating not doing the best. As soon as that ball is in possession of the other team, you got to reset that shot clock to 30. So the Bear Cubs on the second possession in a row will be able to reset and take advantage of the Gladiators' defense, who will be forced to set again. So they're going to set the shot clock to 24. Say that the Bear Cubs had possession for 6 seconds before the referee was able to blow the whistle. Now inbounding is Lincoln. She has a one-on-one matchup down inside the paint, and this will be a foul on Bella Maestas. Maestas got bumped into there. An interesting call. They're going to say she got in the way. It's only her first foul. Rose Nevin attempting her first free throws late in the fourth quarter. Oh of 2 at the free throw line for Nevin. Franklin looks up court for a play. Driving in, 1-on-2, floats it up, thinking she got fouled, but instead puts it right into the hands of the Bear Cubs. Taking it down, it's Lainey Lincoln. Lincoln looks at 3, won't go, rattles out. Back underneath, Lowenberg flips out to the wing. 15 and counting on the shot clock. Bear Cubs nowhere close to shooting. The steal from Kelly Tumlin. She has an open lane, and with the left hand finishes at the rack. That makes 2 scores with points over 20, 1 for both teams. A nice finish underneath by Meredith Gilbertson. That's her first points of the game. Maestas avoids the travel, kicks back out to Franklin, driving, kicking, 3 on the way, off the mark, offensive rebound, Maestas and the jump ball forced by Lainey Lincoln, and this will stay with the Gladiators entering the final 2 minutes. 3 substitutions for the Gladiators and 1 more coming in for the Bear Cubs. A change of personnel. Inbound by Tumlin to Hines. Gladiators slowing down their passing game. And Maestas finds Hines over the top, 1-on-1 against Barr, and a foul, which will send Hines to the free throw line for the first time. Here it is again. Most of the time, Ashley Barr has been a veteran-style player that pulls the chair underneath the shooting player, but that time Barr couldn't get away from it and got caught on the foul. Basket rejects the first, but takes the second from Ariel Hines. Barr back out to the three-point line, won't go, and a nice cleanup by the Bear Cubs. Ericat back in the game, get more points up for the Bear Cubs. The Bear Cubs offense does not quit. Tumlin misses the 3. Rebound-wise, last year they were 11th in the state in rebounding average with 46 per game, while the Gladiators were only at 37, but then the rebound margin was the biggest. How many do you allow for the other team? And for the Bear Cubs, they were third in the state for rebound margin, despite having 11th in the state for rebounding in general. They out-rebounded the other teams by 16 or more per game. Here's a steal for Mahalik. And the Gladiators were actually the other way. They allowed 3 more than what they got per game. Might have to work on that a little bit more, but they don't have the size that Santa Rosa does. And that triple from Marlana Sawyer, the sophomore player who redshirted last year, getting her first minutes and her first points. Final 35 seconds. We'll have DeTizio coming in or possibly just heading back to the bench. Still time on the clock and a 4-second differential between shot and game clock. The Gladiators want to make their gameplay worth it. First time they've played against a real opponent this season, as a kick ball will go for Arakat. That'll reset the shot clock at 30, which means it is turned off, and the final 20 seconds belong to the Gladiators. Ashley Barr goes to the bench. DeTizio comes back in. And the Gladiators looking for that one final play to end it all. Quick inbound and turned away. Adana Obi was caught in the corner. Defense scared her. Jumped off her feet, threw the ball back to Tumlin, who wasn't expecting it. Now the Bear Cubs, all they need to do is hold it, possibly put up one last shot. They will. The 3 is no good. And Tumlin won't get it off in time, and that does it for the first game of the season. Chabot takes a loss in the first game. They'll play tomorrow against Mission College. For the Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs, their next game is once again against Chabot at Merced College. That'll be in 9 days on November 10th. So they have a lot of planning to do, and they can take advantage of the Chabot team for the second game in a row. For Chabot College once more, tomorrow they'll be playing Mission right here at home. But until next time, I'm Levi Flores. For our producer, Dion I, and the rest of our NorCal Sports TV crew, Chabot College Athletics is on NorCal Sports TV.